My name is Ogenette Tejuri, and I'm honored to be your host today. Like I said, I'm also graduating, so I'm really, really excited to be here with you guys. I'm graduating from the UI UX track, so I'm really excited to be among this group of amazing women who know how to show up, who know how to be dedicated, who know how to chase their goals, and who know how to go after what they want. Congratulations once again. To all our incredible graduates, today is about you. You made it to the finish line despite the challenges, the juggling of different activities. I know, like I said, I'm speaking from experience. I know how challenging this was, juggling work. Some of us are moms, juggling house care, and still being able to do this. You guys are amazing women. You guys are super women, and you guys have done incredibly well for yourself. Tonight is a night of celebration. We're going to reflect on your journey, spotlight you, and celebrate. That's what we're here for. Are we excited? Can I see your reactions? Can I see your emojis? Amazing, amazing. We'll also be sharing some upcoming activities and things that you can participate in, because her tech trail is more than the academy. We're also the community, and we're really concerned with seeing women grow in tech. So we have a lot in store for you in this ceremony. So sit back, stay tuned, and enjoy yourself. Once again, congratulations to all the graduates. You guys have done amazing well. I'm so proud and honored to be with you guys today. For the next segment of this, I'll be calling on our founder, Gloria Ojukwu, and she will be giving you guys some words of encouragement.
Hi, everyone. Happy graduation to all of you. So, how are you feeling? Let me know how you're feeling, cohort 12 graduates or graduates. Let me know how you're feeling on the chat. Yeah, on the chat. Let me know how you're feeling. Amazing. Amazing. Hi, everyone. I can see more than 100 people here. You guys are actually more than this. You're supposed to be more than even 400 in cohort 12. So I'm really expecting so much people to be here. I know there was an issue with the link, but hopefully more people get to join. So congratulations to all of you. And yeah, I can feel the excitement, a lot of excitement in the air. Super excited. I am excited. That's just what I'm seeing on the chat. So amazing. Amazing, amazing. Congratulations. It's not easy to do this, right? So I think I'm just going to start right away. I was having a conversation with a friend, or let me say a colleague. I think that was earlier this week. And she was telling me that, Gloria, we are really making this tech team so easy for, people that are not originally in the computer, like computing industry, right? So some of us have gone to study computer engineering. I personally, I studied computer science and mathematics in school. So, so you guys that you didn't really study the course, you just tech things like this, programs like this have made it so easy for you. It has removed a lot of barriers for you. You can't do this in some other industries. You can't do this in industries like law or medicine, And I think this is why some people look down on, some of these programs, right? Because you don't know what it takes to. So I mean, some people don't know what it takes to put these kind of things together. It takes like years of experience, right? And not just the experience, also the passion. It takes someone who is passionate about seeing other people grow, putting up things like this to ensure that everyone actually benefits. Now, we don't have issues with that, right? My only issue is when we now put up things like this and some people take it for granted. After, like, I think after cohort 11, we reached out to some people for companies. We are looking out for interns, and we reached out to some graduates. Some of them were in other professions. One said she was a nurse, the other one said like plenty things actually, and they were not even ready to, start like full-time roles in tech. They wanted to use it as side hustles. I mean, I was wondering, where did we go wrong? Is it because they got it almost like on a platter of gold? Why would someone study, a tech, like go to a tech path, and then you're wanting to use it as a side hustle, right? So the essence of this whole talk, I'm going to be talking in the next uh, maybe 10 minutes or thereabout. But the whole purpose of this tech is to shift, this talk rather, is to shift your mindset, right? And make you understand what tech is really all about, right? So tech is not something that you use to save your family from hardship. This is a lot of this is a mindset that a lot of Nigerians have, Africans. Yeah. You have this mindset that your village people are suffering, and if you get into tech, you get a remote job and you're going to take away your village people from poverty. I mean, that is not why you should be here, right? I mean, some of you, we have grandmothers that have swallowed machete and they need money for surgery, and you want to take a tech course because you feel like when you graduate, you make money in dollars and you send it back to the village, you know. So please, I want you to take away that mindset, right? Tech is first of all for you, right? You need to know the ropes, right? Tech is not something you study in 1 month. Some people even go and take online courses, all these online courses here and there, master classes in 2 weeks. They're already positioning themselves as experts in tech. So these are the people that make us look like, we don't know what we're doing, right? So tech is amazing, is a fulfilling career. It is not something that you should aim to use as a side hustle. It's not something that you shouldn't be seeing it as a means to an end. It's a lifestyle. Tech is a lifestyle on its own, right? I know people who have taken this tech thing seriously, and in the last 3 years, 2 years, last year, I've seen them change. Like literally, they change. There is this thing that tech does to you that you just see that aside the money part, you're just going to be like a different person entirely. Your circle of friends can even change if you're not careful, because the way you're thinking, right, your friends might not be able to relate anymore. You might end up losing friends, not because you want to, but just because of the mindset, basically, right? Your values have also changed. You're no longer thinking about how to buy the latest wig. Even though you have the money, that might not be your problem anymore, right? A time will come when you have all the money, but you're not going to be thinking about wigs, how to buy the latest wigs. You're going to be thinking about how to carry out some amazing projects, even though you have the money, right? So I know we are ladies and we need to look good and all of that, but what I'm trying to say is I want you to have the right mindset when it comes to tech. I want you to know that this is something that can change your life, not just financially, because I've noticed that a lot of people focus so much on the financial part, and that now makes them to, not to do like the main work that they are supposed to do. So if you're planning to take tech as a side hustle, please abort the mission. Tech is a full-time career, right? It is not a side hustle. It is not something that you have your own main job and you just have it by the side and you're making lots of money. It's possible, actually, it's possible, but you know, tech is all about changing lives with the skills that you have. I've built apps that, the people who are using it, they don't know me, I don't know them. I mean, thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people have access to the apps. and I don't even know them. I haven't even gone to some of the countries where they stay, right? So it's all about changing lives. It's all about causing positive change. And you know one thing with life, when you're doing any of these things, money is like the loan of the benefits that always come with it. Money is like one of the least benefits that come with it. So in as much as the financial gains are there, I don't want you to focus solely on that, right? I want you to be here because you're genuinely genuinely passionate about being here, not because you want to save your family, not because you want to save your village people, and thereabout. So we are going to be talking about what it means to excel in the tech market. I think I've said this. I've talked about this like a couple of times. Probably in the next cohort, I'm going to change this. But yeah, I feel like more people need to get to know about this. So I'm going to still share my screen. Let me know when you get to see it. So let me see a yes on the chat if you can see my screen. Exactly. Someone says she's now thinking technically. Exactly. Exactly. So excelling in the tech market, right? I know one of the major reasons why you're here is because you want to grow in the tech market. The tech market, the way it is now, has changed. If you're very observant or if you've been in the space for a while, you would notice that the tech market is no longer the same as it used to be in the last 3 years, especially during the COVID period. A lot of people got to know about the tech industry during the COVID because I mean they didn't have any choice. They were losing their jobs, and tech was like seeming like the only option. You could work from home. That was where the whole remote thing became so rampant. But yeah, we are now past COVID, and a lot of things are beginning to also change. And the way things are right now is quite different from the way that they used to be. So I want you to get to know what is happening now in relation to how we used to be and how you can stand out and actually make it out in this industry. So the first thing I want you to know is like I always say, you need to get your mindset straight. That's like the first thing that you need to know, that you need to do. You need to get your mindset straight. You need to get your mindset straight, right? You need to get it positive. You don't need to get in here. You don't need to be here with the wrong mindsets. One of the wrong mindsets that I've seen is people who are looking to blow in 3 months when they get to join the tech space, right? People who are looking to save their village people with the money that they will make in after for 4 months, right? People who are looking to get to use tech as a means to an people who are looking to use tech as a side hustle. So these are some of the wrong mindsets that you need to correct if you're already having them, right? So let's see how what the tech industry, what it is now, and how you can excel basically. So you already know me. You can find me on LinkedIn as Gloria Ojuku. So I always say the tech market is not the same as the tech space. A lot of people are in the tech space, but they are not in the tech market, right? That they just know what's happening in the space. They know all the trending things that are happening. They know when an event is coming up, the next tech event. They know all the influencers on LinkedIn, all the tech big people on LinkedIn, on Twitter. They know them, right? That some of them are even close to these people. But you can't, some of them say they are digital marketers, for example. Some of them say they are designers, programmers. But if you get a project that you want to get them in, they can't deliver. So that's the difference between people who are in the tech market and people who are in the tech space. So for you to be in the tech market, it means there is something you have that is valuable to the market. So before you go to the market, like take example, the traditional market that you know, before you can say you're in the market, right? There should be something that you're selling. There should be something that you carry to the market. That is pepper or onion or whatever you're selling. So that is how it is also in the tech market. There should be something that you have that you're able to deliver in the tech market, and not just that you have it, you're able to use it to solve problems, right? Some people think that they have some skills, right? I mean, I interview lots of people every now and then. If you see some big English that people speak in their CVs and you use it to compare to what they can do, now you see that not everybody who thinks they have a skill actually have a skill, right? So the first thing, you need to be sure that you can, if you say you're a UI UX designer, you can actually design screens that convert. There's a difference between screens that are just there and screens that convert. Now, and I'm not saying you have to be an expert from the very first day. No, that's not what I'm saying. But you need basics, you need to know the foundations, you need to actually know where to start from, and you need to have built some projects, whether it was paid or not, right? So that actually gets you ready for the tech market. So let's look at some fun facts about the tech market. So no one will hire you just because you're a man. This is, I think a lot of people have come to realize this. Before now, people, there used to be this hype that okay, the world needs more tech people. I mean, more tech women, especially like Black women. A lot of these kind of programs invest into these initiatives where we want to get women into the tech market, right? Now, because of this, a lot of people now think that, oh, just because they are women, they don't need to work hard as their male counterparts, right? They just need to be a woman, be pretty, and wear their Apple headsets, probably wear their sneakers, and then they'll be hired, right? So it doesn't work that way. That you're in tech as a woman does not mean that opportunities will come your way. You need to have valuable skills that you bring to the table, right? But the thing is, because of the gender imbalance in the tech space, if you have the same skill set as, right, most times, 9 out of 10 times, they are going to hire you, right? So that's the advantage you have, because most companies are trying to cover their gender, space, the gender gap in their workspace. I know companies that I've worked in a lot of places in the past where I'm usually the only Black woman. Most of them are Black. I mean, white, women. I mean, white men, a few white women. So companies are always looking to, because when they want to go global, they always, one of the requirements is that their team is inclusive. So they want to have Black people, white people, men, women. So one of the things that can set you apart here is that okay, you're not just a Black woman, but there's something that you actually bring to the table, right? In terms of your skills. So get your skills up and don't just be pretty, right? So your skill role might your first role might not be what am I saying? Your first role might be unpaid, yeah. So one mistake that a lot of people make is they always think that their first engagement will be $1 million, right? Let me shock you. The first, in fact, I was actually working for, like, I don't want to mention the number, like the period of time I worked for free, because I don't want to scare you and I don't want you to be like me, because I mean that was years and I was not looking out for money then. I was a student, right, who was just having fun. I wasn't even looking for a job when I started tech. I was just having fun with what I was doing, right? So that was like over a decade ago. So I don't want you to be like me that stayed for years without making money. I don't want that to be your story, right? But yeah, the thing is, when you want when you get getting started, right, your first role will likely be unpaid. Now, that does not mean that you're going to be in this role and nobody's going to be paying you, because I know that some companies use this to take advantage of people. So you need to find a balance, right? So your first target should be to be able to do something. Now, at first, you might not be sure if you can actually do something, right? Can you hear me? Okay, so at first you might not be sure when you graduate from boot camps like this, programs like this, you might not be sure what you can do. Now there are people that their confidence level is so high because they know themselves and they have put in extra work. I mean, there are people who are here and even before their graduation, they've gotten jobs. Those people, they like walk the extra miles more than the average person, right? So, but there's this also set of people that they just know that they've taken the class, but they are not really sure of their capability. So your first target should be, what can I do? How can I prove that I can do this thing? So you shouldn't be thinking of getting paid in dollars at that moment. You should be thinking of, how can I build my portfolio, right? How can I make sure that, how can I prove to people that I can work on this kind of things? So the best thing to do is to get into roles, volunteering roles, internship roles, those kind of roles will help you to build projects. So this kind of thing shouldn't take more than 3 months, right? And it also depends on you, because some people, when they get into those kind of roles, they relax. They feel like, oh, after I'm not being paid, so they relax, right? So if you relax, it will still be as though you didn't get the role. It will still be as though it would have just been better if you were not doing anything. So when you're in an internship role, you're in a volunteering role, ensure that you're actually building something. In fact, right now, there are companies that charge you money to get you on projects. There are companies like that now. If you go to LinkedIn, you will see them. They help you simulate real world projects where you pay them, right? So if you see the one that you don't have to pay you, but they don't have to pay you, is a good balance, right? So at that moment, you should be thinking of, how can I prove that I can do this thing, right? I know you must have worked on your capstone project, but the truth is, most times you need to work in a real life environment, right? In a real life environment where you have real problems, because the capstone project will give you, no company has that problem, even though we have simulated it, from what companies face, yes. But you need to feel the pressure of deadlines. You need to feel the pressure of, oh, you haven't done this, this is needed in 2 days, and if you don't do this, something will be affected. You need to feel that heat for some time, right? So that is what volunteering roles and internship roles help you achieve, right? So you can also get into some of those, projects. There are some projects that challenge you. They build rapidly. Challenges. There are some companies that focus on, getting challenges where you just, work on those kind of projects, and they challenge you to work on it very fast. So they are not just testing your skill, your hard, they are testing things like your soft skills, and thereabout. Yeah. So your network can be valuable, more than numerous job applications. I keep saying this: take your friends, take people that you meet in this kind of scenario, take them very, very seriously, right? Because I mean, I've been very opportunity to meet great people in my life, and some of the amazing opportunities that I've had, you know, I've not had to really, struggle for them because of, my network, all right? I can literally just call someone now and tell the person that, oh, I have someone that needs to work with you as a digital marketer, right? And these people have companies and they'll tell me, oh, what is their skill set? Oh, they graduated from her tech trail. Okay, how much are you willing to pay? So stuff like that. So this is because of my network. I've been able to build this kind of network over the years. And in the last 5 years, now some of you might be looking at your network now as maybe they don't have so much to give, and you're looking for people who are bigger than you. The truth is, you need to grow with your network. I'm not saying you shouldn't, consider people who are bigger than you, but the truth is, most times the people who are bigger than you, they won't have your time. They also have their own network to deal with, right? So the people that you mostly meet now, okay, let me give you an example. The people that I used to know like 7 years ago, 10 years ago, we were just, people who were just, talents, mid-level talents in the tech industry. But right now, the kind of transactions we do is no longer the same as the transactions we do then. Then we used to do transactions like 50K, 100K, thereabout. Now we do transactions that run into millions, because now imagine if I had said, oh, they were small then and I would neglect them, and now the people that are bigger than me, I won't see them. Even them too that we were in the same, line, I won't also see them. When you're able to recognize that, okay, these people are my tribe, let's grow together, it makes a whole lot of difference. So don't look down on anybody. Don't say, oh, this person is too small, or stuff like that. So, and be wise enough to recognize that, these are your peers. These are your peers right now. You might be older than them in age, right? You might even be a mother and there may be a small girl. Maybe they are still in maybe 23, 24. It doesn't work like that, right? I know some people that are way older than me, but we are basically in the same network. Now, network doesn't mean that they have to be your age mates. But when it comes to tech, you guys are age mates because you guys basically are starting out together, right? So some of them are even like people that are done with school. Maybe they even hold PhD degrees, and you're just in your second year in school. It does not matter, because all of you know the same thing as far as tech is concerned. So ensure that you recognize your network, you recognize your tribe, and you grow with them, right? So this is very, very important. I think I'm just going to hasten up at this point. So your growth is in your hands. Enjoy um your today. Yeah, enjoy your today, because most people want to or tend to, look down on their today and feel so bad. Maybe they're not earning much. But the truth is, there's a way tech is. You can literally go from earning 100K or earning 50K or earning 200K to earning 1 million naira, or even like earning 3 million naira. It happens like a dream, right? So it depends on how you position yourself, the kind of things you're doing. Now, the bad thing about it is, if you get that opportunity that you think you deserve and you're not ready for it, the way you will lose it, it will be like a film. Remember that song, right? It will be like a film. That's how you will that's how it will be, right? If you're not prepared, right? So you can literally grow from earning a certain amount of money to earning times 15 of that money. Yeah, that's how tech is. And sometimes you might have been working in this particular job or this particular level, right, for like maybe 2 years, even 3 years, and then you start feeling discouraged. But when the other one now happens, like, it literally like skyrockets. So just take it seriously, take what you're doing seriously, and then know that what you're doing today opens the gates for where you're going to be tomorrow. Because even that place that you desire to be tomorrow, right, they will still require what you're doing today. So the only way to prove to those people that you're qualified to be in the room is by what you're doing today. So it's very, very important, right? So mistake newbies make when starting out in the job market, being rigid with job roles. I think I've said this a lot. But the fact that you studied product management in her tech trail does not mean that your role must be a product manager. There are a lot of people that answer product managers. Their companies have given them their role to be answering product manager, but in the real sense, they are not doing what product managers are meant to do. There are a lot of people like that. They will just turn you into a mediator between um developers and designers. People that used to go and tell them hello, hi. They use this to make, yeah, they use it to make jest of, product managers a lot. So it's not about the job role. Oh, don't look at the job role. Focus on what you can do. There are people that they finish studying product management today, and the job that they be like maybe operations manager, like maybe that's the job role, that's the name. But what they do in that job comprises of maybe product management things and more, right? So don't focus on the name, The name is just there. Okay, so we focus on roles that can give you the experience that you need, not the name that you want, because sometimes this name sounds so sweet in the mouth. Oh, product manager, they are hailing you. Meanwhile, what you do is executive assistance to the CEO. In real sense, maybe that's what you're doing. You're not even doing any products. They don't even, some of those companies don't even have any products for you to manage. So you end up being executive assistant to the CEO, but you're answering, you're answering product manager on LinkedIn, and people think that you're a product manager. So don't be so rigid with the job roles. Focus on roles that will give you the experience that you need, right? So another thing is waiting for the perfect time. So you're done with, getting the theory and practical knowledge that you need. You need to now get to start practicing. Don't say, oh, I don't have a job that is paying me, so let me just relax until I get that job. No, there is no perfect time. There are some people that they haven't earned a kobo in the job that they do right now, but if you go through their portfolio is richer than some people that have stayed 2 years in some companies. So also look out for, like, don't time is money. Like, time is very, 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 very valuable. So don't wait for the perfect time. Just start. Basically, just start. Stop being obsessed with titles. I think this is like the first, almost the same thing with the first one. But yeah, I think the difference is when you're in the beginning start when you're in the beginning part of your tech journey, sometimes it's not really what, sometimes just be, what's the word, sometimes just be flexible enough to take up other roles that are not necessarily the role that you so desire, right? Let me give you an example. The one of the community managers that we hired in the past, she was so much interested in content writing. She just wanted to be a content writer, right? But when we interviewed her, we found out that she was really good with community management, and we asked her if she wanted to, like, take up the role. She did, and she did the role with us for a while, right? And now the kind of project she handles, international role, like international projects that she handles now, right, as a community manager. Imagine if she was so rigid with just being a content writer. Now there are some roles that are closely related to each other, right? For example, as a video editor, right, you can also be you can just be in the marketing space, because video editing is basically visual marketing. It's basically marketing in motion, right? So a lot of people are so rigid with that thing that they want to be, right, without looking at, see, when you're starting out your career in tech, don't just be rigid to one place, because that role that you think that you so much love, it might not be the one that will take you where you need to be tomorrow. So just be open-minded, and open-minded enough to take up other closely related roles, right? Another mistake that a lot of people make is taking more than one job. I know you're in Daboski, in Daose, and you can do a lot, but sometimes you can lose everything. You can lose. I've seen, okay, let me tell you a story. There was this lady that she was working somewhere as a designer, right? And she got another job. Now, the company that she was working with, they were still struggling to, get her to a pace where they can say, okay, this person is meeting her KPIs. And she went and took up another, she went and, she took up another job basically. And at the end of the day, she lost the both roles because she was now struggling a lot. I'm not saying that I cannot take up side hustle, right? I'm not saying that, but sometimes you need to focus on one job and focus on that job well. Other ones can just be okay, maybe side gigs or things like that, right? So ensure that you're even balanced in one job. Even experts that have 5 years of experience, 6 years of experience, they find it difficult balancing 2 to 3 jobs. Now, what makes you that you're just starting? What makes you think that you're just starting out can take up more than one full-time role and actually do it well, right? When I don't blame you sometimes. I blame the economy. A lot of our great grandmothers in the village, they have machetes in their tummy that needs to be operated. I understand those things, right? So, but just be careful enough to, find balance, right? And not overdo it, because sometimes you don't know that your company that you're working with, they are watching, they know what you're doing, right? Because I mean, just find balance in whatever you're doing, and don't, and even for you, like your own health, your own mental health, those kind of things might not be always healthy for you. Now, when you start getting balance, maybe you've gotten enough experience. I know some people that, I relate with, that have like one main job and maybe like two side gigs. That's amazing, right? You've gotten to that level where you can balance things up. That's amazing, right? So always be careful enough. And for the fact that your friend can do it does not mean that you can do it, because there are people that are in the whole skill, like they're in the boski, like seriously in the boski. There are people that can take three jobs and they do it well. Like the three jobs, they do it very, very, very well. For you take one, just for you to take the second one, you will jam a Google on the road. There are people like that. So don't go and be following your friend that has three. You understand? And you want to be like you will jam a Google on the road. You better know yourself for yourself, and take up what you think you can handle. Right. So also another mistake is not seeking enough mentorship. Not seeking enough mentorship. So some people think that, oh, they have everything that they need. And a lot of people misunderstand mentorship. And I'm not advocating for you to go and start disturbing people on their LinkedIn profiles. Oh, please, Ma, can you mentor me? Please, I get a lot of those messages every now and then. I don't even reply them now. So the thing is, when you're seeking mentorship, there are strategic ways to do that, but that is beyond the scope of this particular topic. Yeah. But the best way is not to go and disturb people in their LinkedIn, because they have the things that they do, except probably they have like a mentorship paid program where you can go probably to their website and book it, right? So there are people like that. But yeah, there are more strategic ways to get mentorship from experts online. So another mistake is people get to focus on the noise. There are people that, I mean, they are good, and they are good. Now, in as much as that is not the best practice, because I mean, if you're good, you should tell people should be able to know that you're good. But what I'm trying to say is, don't so much focus on the noise to the point that you lose the essence of why you're here, right? Don't lose the essence, don't get lost in the noise, and then you lose the essence of why, the main reason why you're here. Always remind yourself of the reason why you started this thing in the first place. Always remind yourself of that reason. You want to be a designer. Why do you want to be a designer, right? Beyond the money, why do you want to be a designer? Always, once you're able to constantly remind yourself of that, then you can easily stay focused, right? So some people don't also want to invest in their growth. This one is very, very, very annoying, and it's personal to me. Do you know why? I said it in the beginning of this call, in the beginning of this session, right? Some of us, right, we've gone to school to study computer engineering, computer science, mathematics, and we are not holding, we are not gatekeeping. We are like coming, 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 coming. Tech is open to all, right? And now, because you have done a 3 months training, you now stop learning. Meanwhile, some of you have gone to school for 5 years. Oh, you have your certificate. You did 5 years course, some of you 6 years course, some of you ASU strike showed you pepper. Some of you stayed at home for 1 year. You paid you're supposed to graduate in 4 years, but you ended up graduating after 6 years. So most of you are like that. I also have that reality, because if you schooled in Nigeria, you know what I'm talking about, right? So you have that reality that, okay, you schooled for years, and now that certificate that you got from schooling for years, you haven't been able to use it to get a tangible, stuff, a tangible job. The one that makes you think that you can attend a master class that is being organized by your village people on Facebook for 2 weeks, what makes you think you can attend that class and you become all that you can, that you want to be in the tech space? The tech space is not some roadside thing. A lot of people are misunderstanding this tech thing. So please don't, if you're part one of the people taking this tech thing for granted, please don't take it for granted. You see a Google on Facebook that is hosting 2 days master class. After taking the class, you brand yourself as an expert in digital marketing because you've attended the class. So tech is beyond that. When you start handling projects, that's when you know that tech is beyond what you're being taught in master classes. It's way beyond that, right? So in as much as you're done now, in fact, you're not done. Tell yourself, do you know how much I've spent in upskilling? Even as an expert, do you know how much I've spent in upskilling, in networking events? Do you know how much I spend yearly, even at this my level? So don't get to that level where you think you know everything, right? You think you know everything because you attended a 2 days master class or a 3 months training. No, right? So ensure that you're always upskilling, you're always reskilling. The tech space is very funny. The thing you think you know, like right now, in the next 6 months to 1 year, things are changing very rapidly. So ensure that you're upskilling and you're doing that very, very fast. Now, also don't mistake it with the fact that, okay, because there are also some people that make this mistake of because I said you should now upskill, these people will watch tutorials 1 year, they've not stopped watching tutorials. You're watching tutorials for 1 year and you don't want to build anything from the tutorials you're watching. You're packing certifications from all the boot camps in Nigeria, in abroad. You're packing, if they go to your LinkedIn profile, some of you have 30 to 50 certifications. But if I go to your portfolio, I can't see any project that you have built. So in as much as I advocate for you to upskill, please don't enter into that, I call it tutorial loop. You just keep looping, but you're not able to build anything tangible from the trainings that you're doing. So always find balance. In as much as you're upskilling, ensure to always build out something with what you're getting skilled in, right? So focusing on only technical skills, this is very, very important. A lot of people focus on, oh, I'm a UI UX designer, I know how to design, and that's it. I'm a product manager, I know how to manage products, and that's it. Beyond, I'm going to tell you this for free. This is some of the things some of the secrets I release in my one-on-one mentorships, my career mentorships. Then let me just give you this one now for free. So the thing is, most employers don't hire you because your skill is the top, like best, right? There are people that are very skilled that are jobless today. So most people that hire you, they hire you because they think that you guys can work together. That comes from you being likable. This sounds somehow, but that is the truth that most employers will not tell you. Some of you go for interviews, you're frowning your face as if you're quarreling with the husband of the person or the wife of the person that is interviewing you. You don't know this person from anywhere, but your face is like, something else. So the thing is, your your ability to be liked is very important. I'm not saying that you should start forming or start wearing a mask, right? But just work on yourself, work on your people skill. I think that's the summary. Work on your people skill. People should be comfortable around you, right? And that is one of the first things that your potential employers look out for. Sometimes when I interview people, I focus on people who are able to converse with me, not people who are scared. Because you see those people that are scared during interviews, now then do pass. Those people that behave so humble, as if they cannot hurt a fly. Those people, when they do you something, you remember something. So those ones that are always free, like they converse with you as if you're human, they laugh with you. Those ones, those are the ones that employers mostly hire because they feel like, okay, these people, they see me as humans, they don't see me as one superman like that, right? So work on your people skill, work on your social skills. That is something that will set you apart. And then work on your soft skills. work on your soft skills. Some of you, you're very good with technical skills, but you're struggling with things like time management, team, you don't know how to relate with the next person in the team. You're always, quarreling with somebody in the team, all those kind of stuff. So ensure that you're not just focusing on technical skills. You know people skills, you know social skills, and you have soft skills. Very, very important. And then some of you, I think I've said this a lot of times, but let me just say it again. Getting too familiar with your mentor. I think I said this the last time, and some of you were laughing. How somebody I was mentoring started asking me for money. I blocked the girl. Oh, that was the last time the girl heard from me. Right? How can someone be mentoring you? Right? Mentorship can never be paid for. Some of you don't even have the money to. Some of you have it though, but you can't bring out that money because some of you value wigs over knowledge. You can use 500K and buy one wig, but some of you are using iPhone 16, but you can't pay for a mentorship session of 100K. So the girl was asking me for money. I blocked her. Oh. So, and she'll go and carry that bad character now, enter another mentor. I know they will still block her again. So don't get too familiar with your mentor. Very, 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 very important. These people are bringing out their time, their invaluable time to mentor you, and then you're bringing your village problems to them. They will leave you and move forward. Right? So these are some of the mistakes that newbies make when starting out in the job market. So I hope that you don't make this mistake. So what are the steps to excel in the tech market? Develop your skills. I've said this over and over again. Keep investing in self-development. Very important. Give value and know your worth. Know your worth. Know your worth. When we say know your worth, some people still don't used to misunderstand it too. Know your worth does not mean that you're going to be asking of salary of 10 years experience. You that have just 3 months of experience, because they say know your worth. That's how you just block all your potential employers. It's not me that say you should know your worth too. When I say know your worth, understand where I'm coming from. Know your worth means recognize the level that you're in, right? And work accordingly. Very, very important. So know your worth and know the industry that you want to work in. I know that the tech space is in fact, right now, the tech space is, in fact, there is really no place that you can't. Me personally, I've worked in a lot of industry. I've worked in health, I've worked in finance, I've worked in sports, I've worked in, a lot of industries, ed tech, just because of tech, right? So tech is that industry that allows you or gives you the flexibility to work in other industries, because other industries have their tech side, right? So when they're hiring you, they're hiring you. I know people who work in banks, but as tech people, right? And they don't operate as the normal, some of them work hybrid. Some of them don't work like the normal banker that goes to work by 6 a.m., and close by 6 p.m., right? So they have that flexibility. So the thing is, know the industry that you want to work in. I know that sometimes the truth is when you're starting out, right, I won't advise you to stick to one industry. Explore different industries, right? Like right now, I'm focusing on edtech. I've been focusing on edtech for the past, 5 years, right? But that does not mean that if any, amazing project comes out, from any other industry, you cannot take it up, right? But just know your superpower. When they are listing, I've been featured in a lot of edtech record. Like if they are recognizing people that are building in edtech now, they always recognize me because they now know me in that field. So know the one, even if you're not starting now, right? Maybe you're telling yourself that in the next 3 years, I want to be known in the fintech industry. I want to be known in the edtech industry. I want to be known in the agri tech industry or agrotech, right? So just know where you're going, right? Basically, then put yourself out there. I think I don't have to emphasize on this because we always say this. Put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. When we say put yourself out there, we don't mean your selfie that you took in your parlor or the selfie that you took behind your Benz. That's not what we mean by putting yourself out there. We mean the projects that you have been working on. Show us. Because when we say put yourself out there, some of you will snap 20 selfies and post it in one day because we say we want to see your work. So your face is not what we want to see. In as much as, yes, you have pretty faces, you can use it to, like, complement the project that you're working on, post it along the project. Yes, that also helps. But in the real sense, when we say put yourself out there, we mean the work, not your face, not your fine face. Employers don't need your fine face. Employers are looking out for the projects that you have built, the problems that you have solved. That is what they are looking for, not your fine wig, not your iPhone 16, right? And not your Benz, your husband's Benz that you're going to take pictures at the back of your hair. So that's not what we mean by putting yourself out there. So build meaningful network. I think I've explained this a lot. So because of time, let me just try and finish up fast. Don't take more than you can chew. I've also talked about these practical ways to making money in tech. Get a job, get your hands dirty. It's for a start, it can be a volunteering role, it can be an internship role. From there you grow. Then leverage tech to grow your business. Now, tech, I know there are some people here that genuinely you don't want Texas, and you know that because your friend now is not earning in dollars in UI UX, you not abandoned your 4 years old business that you have been building for the last 4 years. You want to go and follow your friend and be earning in dollars. Don't be following your friend though, because now you have a fashion business, you have a food business that is making you the least 1 million naira per month, right? And now because you've been building this business for the last 5 years, you just heard that there's money in tech, you want to abandon that business, even though it's giving you just 200k in a month, even though it's even 100k in a month, because you have experience and you're passionate about that business. What you should be thinking about is how to use tech skills to grow the business, how to set up a tech infrastructure for that business, right? So everybody must not be a techist. Everybody must not be wearing sneakers every time and be carrying big bag up and down, right? There are people that this tech thing is not for. Like, you must not be a techist, but tech is for everybody. No matter what you're doing, no matter the business that you have, you can always leverage tech. There was this lady that joined our cohort. She was a fashion designer. She leveraged video editing. She learned video editing and digital marketing. And she came back to tell us that her sales tripled under 6 months just because of video editing. So imagine now this person leaving her business now to now be struggling to become a UI UX designer in one foreign company. You understand? So just know where you are and focus on that in that place, right? And then start a digital business. This is another way, starting a digital business. But I will advise, before you start a digital business, ensure that you have experience from a real job, at least 2 years of experience from a real job, right? Because starting a business without experience can crash that business. So another way is to productize your knowledge, even though there are a lot of Yahoo people now that are doing this one now. So when we say productize your knowledge, we don't say you should go and package rubbish, use ChatGPT, copy rubbish and be selling it, create a seller link. No, that's not what we mean. Ensure that you have knowledge, like tangible knowledge that people would not want to do without, right? Because when you go and package rubbish, when they will start dragging you online, no, don't call my name. They will say that you are selling rubbish to them. So and ensure that you know what you can give out before you do that. Then you can become a creator. There are people that they are basically creators, and people like Kagan, they are tech creators. They review tech products. They talk about tech a lot on YouTube. They earn from creator royalties and all of that. So these are different ways that you can make money from tech. So the only evidence that you tried your best is that you succeeded. And for the fact that you're here, being a cohort 12 graduates, it means that you're already a success, right? So go and succeed. I'm vouching for you. Architecture is vouching for you. And we know that you can do this. We know that you can do this. So we wish you all the best and all the success. Go and succeed. So I'm going to be stopping here. Have a nice evening. I think I'm going to come here. I'm going to come back here. But yeah, bye for now.
Thank you so much, Gloria. That was an amazing session. The dragging was heavy, but that was an amazing session. I hope we all took a thing or two from that. So I'll just be moving on to the next session, and I'll be calling on the academy manager, Happiness Ajayi, and she will be having some of our graduates come up and present their capstone project.
Hi everyone. Good evening. Congratulations, cohort 12. Yeah, I know you're excited. Thank you, thank you. So without wasting much time, let's go in straight to the demo presentation. Please, the time has been reduced from 5 minutes to 3 minutes. Make it as short as you can. And we are only calling students from 4 tracks. Yeah. So the first on the list is video editing, and that is Osman Halima. Halima, I saw you. I hope you are still here. Hi, Halima. Are you ready? Okay. If Halima is not ready, let's go to UI UX design. Halima,
I'm
are you
ready.
ready? Okay, please.
My
UI
lord.
UX, get ready too. Immediately after Halima, favor, you will take over. So get ready to share your screen and show us what you have been able to do as your capstone projects. Thank you. Halima, the floor is yours.
All right, thank you. I'm trying to share my screen. I don't know if it's on.
Yeah, it's on now.
All right. So good evening, everyone, and congratulations to us once again. So basically, for our capstone, we were tasked with making a short video on like anything, any topic of our choice. And for me, the only thing that could come to my mind was about motherhood, because that's like basically my story, and I believe that a lot of mothers can relate to that, especially when you are trying to like juggle your career with parenting. It can be a lot. So I made a video on motherhood just to like inspire mothers to, choose themselves as well and not just mother their kids, and try to have a career, a life apart from motherhood and all that. So here is the video. Thank you.
As we are watching, favor, get ready to share your screen once she's
They
done.
say when a child
After
is
Tony
born,
Rashida from
so
graphic
is the
design.
mother. But what they don't say is that she's never the same again. She learns to live with her heart working outside her body. This is motherhood, a beautiful unraveling, yet a This story is for every mother walking between the lines of nurturing others and remembering herself. From the first flutter in the womb to the first cry, the first smile, the first step, it's magic. A love so deep, so fierce, it changes you forever. But behind the smiles are moments unseen, sleepless nights, guilt, the constant second guess, the feeling of being needed every moment of every day. And somewhere in between the school runs and bedtime stories, it's easy to forget yourself, easy to forget the woman you were. But mama, you are more than a role. You are still you, with dreams, passions, and a life that deserves nurturing too. Enjoy the journey. Yes, the laugh, cry, be present, but don't disappear in the process. Let them see a whole woman, strong, joyful, fulfilled. Let your growth be part of their story. A mother who didn't forget herself while raising them. Because while they grow, you can grow too. The children will grow, and one day they will ask who you were beyond the bedtime and the band aids. Let your story be rich, full, and yours. Because your becoming is part of their becoming too. As they grow, please do not forget to grow too.
Thank you very much. So that's basically the video. And I must say that this was the exact one I submitted. After
Wow.
submitting, even though I had 100, the coach had my coach, Coach Uzo, he had some corrections, so I had to go back. I did the correction, and it's the corrected version that I'm showing you right now. So thank you. So it's just to inspire a lot of mothers, her tech trail, inspire myself, because I silently prayed that I would, be the best graduating student so that I can share this video, because I know that a lot of mothers will be able to resonate with it. And you can be a mother and so much more. Let motherhood not just be the only thing that defines us. These children are like temporary residents, and someday they'll go to their own house. So, but what's left of us? Who are we going to say that we have become while modeling them? And I pray that God will make it easy for us. And thank you to our tech trail. This is my 1 year with our tech trail. I've been in so many cohorts. I've been trying to find my foot and all that. And thank God I've been able to, get that skill that I can
Wow.
say, oh, okay, this is it. And I pray that it works out well for all of us. Thank you so much, our tech trail. God bless
Congratulations,
you. Thank
Halima.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. This is also beautiful. This is so beautiful. We are rooting for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Favor, the floor is yours. After Favor, Rashida from graphic design. And after Rashida, Jumoke from data analytics data. So just get ready in that order and make it as brief as you can. Favor, take over now.
Hi, good morning, everybody. I mean, good evening, everybody. Happy graduation to also. I don't know, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I'm trying to navigate my phone. Please hold on. Can you notice the changes on my screen, please?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my project. Capstone project was to create a book app where people can come as a community, chat on the group chat, make video calls on the group chat, and just like share their interest in the group chat. So this is basically what it was like. It was actually a really good experience having to make research and send interview questions to people. So I chose this title chapter for the project because it's like an app where you can chat away, like talk about books, talk about, and not just talking about books, but talking about books that are relevant to like what you like to do, the kind of books you read. You're not just talking to people with different interests, but the same interest, the same genre that you like to read, and just that's what the app is basically about. So the problem set there was for book lovers who want to join or create online book clubs, struggle to find a seamless and centralized platform that allows them to discover clubs, communicate via chat and videos. So before now, there are other like book apps where you can read and where you can where you can talk to people, but it's not as detailed as this specific app where because you get to talk to people with the same interest that you have, chat and video call on the same app. You don't have to like have discussions outside the app. Like everything can go on the same app. I made research, check for my target audience, my user persona, like as a student, as someone, even if you have someone that, and something I forgot to add was the book app also helps you to it goes with your flow. If you're someone that reads very slow, you can find a community in the app with the same time frame that you read. Like it helps you. It goes with exactly how you read. If you're a fast reader, you find a community of people who read very fast too, and the same genre that you read. So it's easy for you to blend in, no matter if you're a shy person. If it gives you time to like meet people with common pain points, common personalities as you are. So in this case, Zainab, she's a university student, she's tech savvy, but she's comfortable with mobile apps, especially social and academic ones. She's curious, she's introverted, she's thoughtful, she enjoys romance and poetry. So in the first, okay, let me just go to the user journey and just explain empathy map, what they want, what what they think, how they feel. Since we have less time, I also did some interview, asked people their questions, people that are into reading of books and got their input on how to go about the whole thing. So let me just go straight to the. So concerning the color palette, I wanted something cool, something welcoming, something that every other person would want to interact with, something that was nice. And this was the text I used, the iconography I used, the buttons and all. So this is the home page when you come to the app. But before then, let me just walk you through the app. Okay, so this is the first screen you see when you open the app, and the second screen you sign up and log in. Then this screen you check, you have to, I don't know if I can zoom my screen. Okay, so sorry, I'm coming please. So I was trying to zoom my screen actually. Okay, okay. So the this is the page. The third screen is actually the page where you click if what you get to when you want to sign in. You have to put your email address and your password. The fourth screen is for those that are just signing up, your password, confirm password and all. And then this is like the flash screen where you see this part. And then I have like a questionnaire in the app so that it's like so that the app can help you align whatever you are seeing your homepage according to your interests. So it asks we are going to ask you your genre, what you like to read, what you prefer, what do you prefer to participate in the club. If you are interested in just chat, if you just want to video call with your community, or if you just came to read, then you also get the opportunity to also choose how you want to engage in the club so that you get recommendations of club according to your pace. So when you're done with the questionnaire, you go to the home screen, and this is the home screen. Let me go back to the home screen. Okay, so this is the home screen. When you get to the home screen, the first thing you see is create a club. If you want to create a club, you are not just joining club. Maybe you get to the app and you don't see clubs that's like 100% match what you want. You can also create a club and get other people that would like exactly what you create to join the club. And then you get to search for books, search for the club, search for members. And because you've answered those questionnaires, you have clubs that are recommended for you according to your search results initially during the onboarding process. And then you have book recommendations to according to your onboarding process. And then in the task bar, you have the home screen, you have the friends, you can add friends, you have where you can also chat. You have clubs and you have books you can read. So this is it. And from this page, you also see that you can also click on friends, and you get to this page where you see friends. You can add friends. It doesn't have to. You don't necessarily have to be in a club. You can also have like individual friends, just like WhatsApp, people you talk to about books in the app. You also have, you can join clubs, seek club recommendations, join clubs according to the description you find, read books, read descriptions about the book, and basically it's about like building a community online where you don't have to take whatever your interest is outside the app. You just have to, there's freedom to talk, to video call, just according to your preference, your time frame, your personality, and it's just a welcoming app for people that love to read. I want to find people like them on the same space. So that's just basically what I work on. This actually chat.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much, Favor. Are you guys feeling the vibes? Let's encourage her. It's not an easy something, right? Okay. Thank you, Favor. Congratulations. Rashid, are you ready now?
Yes, ma, I am.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. The floor is yours.
All
Jumoke,
right.
get ready. Rashida, make it as brief as possible. We already exceeded the
All
time
right,
for
ma.
this. Yeah. And please don't go anywhere, everybody. We've not announced our best graduating students. It might be you. So don't leave this call. Thank you.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, can you see it now still?
Yes, it's on.
Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Rashida Abdrashid, and this is my capstone project, graphic design class. For this final project, I worked on a fictional skincare brand called Glow Haven, launching a new product called Nepal Haze, a vitamin C moisturizer formulated for African skin. Over the next few slides, I'll walk you through my creative process and show you the designs I developed and how I brought these products into life. Okay, so for the capstone project, we were tasked with creating visuals for a fictional brand called Glow Haven, a natural skincare brand dedicated to African skin. So for this project, I was responsible for launching their new product, a vitamin C moisturizer called Nepal Glaze, by creating all the promotional and social media assets for the brand, a fictional brand, I might add. So for the visual direction, I use the brand's color palettes, and I use Garamond for the headings and Open Sans for the body. My imagery focused on glowing African skin, water drops, and botanical elements. I wrote soft, encouraging copy centered around glow, hydration, and self-love, and then the key benefits of the product. These are the static Instagram posts I designed for the Nepal Glaze launch. The first post introduces the product with a soft, calming visual. The second highlights key benefits of the moisturizer, like brightening and hydration using gentle tones and minimal icon. The third features a glowing African model in a natural moment. The fourth is a promotional post with headline, "It's time to glow for less," offering 15% off offering 55% off to encourage purchase. And the fifth highlights user feedback and reviews of people who have used the product. Then I created a motion design short Instagram reel, but I'll just skip that and go to the brand mockup. I did. So these are the brand mock-ups I created for the.
We want to also see the motion, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I have it.
Too cold. Even me that is inside, I'm feeling it.
Can you see my screen, please? The motion.
No, we can't see the screen yet. We can't see the motion. We can see the link.
Okay. Can you see? Can you
Um,
see it now?
no, I think okay. Just continue with this screen. Maybe when you're done, you share the other screen.
Okay, I'm coming.
Uh
Okay, can
huh.
you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's it. It's just to introduce the product and tell people where to shop.
Awesome.
Yes. Then back to the motion. Back to this. Okay, so for the brand mock-ups, I created a flyer, billboard, and tote bag. The flyer uses a calming layout with soft tones to promote Nepal glaze in a print setting. This is for print, like a flyer design. Then the billboard uses high contrast and minimal text for visibility and impact. And the tote bag features a subtle brand message, glow from within, the kind of item a customer might receive in a skincare gift pack. Final thoughts. In summary, I focused on creating a cohesive visual experience that communicates calm, glow, and self-care. I enjoyed the challenge of combining product storytelling with design consistency, and this project helped me grow in handling brand guidelines, social media designs, motion, and layouts across both static and motion formats. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wow. Can you see what I'm seeing or what I just saw? This is beautiful. Well done. Well done. Well done. Look, well done. Favor, did you do this with Canva? I mean the motion logo.
Yes, ma, I did it. It's Rashida.
Oh, sorry, Rashida. Okay. This is amazing. I mean, this is beautiful. Some of you that are crying that you're broke, you're broke. You can't have this kind of skin and you're broke. Oh. You know, you can't have this kind of skin and you're broke because you'll be getting jobs, here and there. So this is really amazing. I mean, for someone who is just graduating now, this is really, really amazing. So thank you, Rashida.
Right, thank you very much, ma.
Have you decided?
I was built to be the best.
Christiana has been here all this while.
Less.
I will do this award on her behalf.
Destiny.
So the best graduating student for digital marketing is nobody but Oluwa Busayo DL.
I have waited
Busayo, are you here?
patiently. I have vision, though I believe.
Busayo, I saw her
I know
before.
I can count on me.
Busayo, are you here?
Champion, stand up.
Congratulations, congratulations to you. Okay, the next track we're going to now is video editing. Coach Uzo, you can take the floor. Coach Uzo.
Yes, ma, I can hear you. Good evening, everyone. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Lovely, lovely. So for my track, the best graduating students for video editing is no other person. But take note, this was very difficult picking. We had very amazing videos and very amazing stuff. But the one with the most impactful, touching story that was relevant to all of us goes to Usman Halima. Is Usman Halima?
Stand up for the champions, for the champions.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Oh my God. Thank you.
Congratulations, Halima.
Thank you so much, Coach Uzo. We appreciate all your good work. Then the next track
Thank
is
you.
product design. Coach Sonia, are you still here?
Yes, I am. Hi, good evening, everyone.
Evening.
Um, First, I would like to say that it's been such an incredible journey watching these women grow, not just in their skill, but also in their confidence. And today, I have the honor of presenting the best graduating students. Um, so please, you all should join me in celebrating Blessing Loho as our best graduating student. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Blessing Uloho. You've done so well. And all you students in product design, you have done so well. Congratulations to everybody. So let's move ahead. The next track we'll be announcing is data analytics data. And the best students in the data analytics data is no other person but no other person but Ogwabaka Esther. Please, I don't know if I pronounced your name properly.
Now it's just who wants
Are you
it
on the
most.
call? Esther? Esther Ogwabaka, are you here?
It's just like
Esther?
that's how it is. Cause we
Esther
have
is not
our
here.
strengths and
Congratulations to you,
weaknesses.
Esther.
I have vision, or can't you
The
see?
next track
I'm
on
on the
my list is
move, make
Data
way
Analytics
for
Pro.
me. So stand up
Data Analytics
for the
Pro.
champions, for the
The
champions.
best graduating student for Data Analytics Pro.
For the
Please,
champions, for the
you rely
champions,
your wealth upon your business.
for the champions, for the
Who
champions.
rely your wealth upon your business? Who rely your, are you here?
Stand up for the
Who rely
I'm
your,
here.
champions, for the
Yes, ma. Thank you so
champions.
much.
congratulations.
Thank
I know you're
you.
excited.
Yes, ma.
Well done. You
Thank
and your
you.
colleagues have done so well.
And when I
Thank you for
fall
taking the lead.
down,
We're looking for
I
you.
have to pick myself back
Then the
up.
next track is
And when I
graphic
fall
design.
down, I
The
have
best
to
graduating
pick
students in
myself
graphic
back up.
design is
And when I fall
Interactive
down,
Graphics.
I have to pick
Interactive
myself back
Graphics.
up.
Congratulations, Rashida.
Thank you very much, Mama. Thank
You've
you.
done so well. You've done so well. You've done so well. And to everyone in the graphic design track, you guys are amazing. I went through your project, like you did so well. Thank you. We are rooting for you. We are rooting for every one of you. Then the next track is front end development starter. The best graduating student in that track is Idowu Damilola Eunice. You are here, right? Congratulations, Eunice. Congratulations. And to every other student in that track, congratulations. Then for the front end development pro, front end development pro, we have Ugu Chiamaka. Chiamaka, you on this call? Chiamaka Ugu, are you here? Congratulations to you and your colleagues. You've done so well, Chiamaka.
For the
Congratulations.
champions, for the
Congratulations.
champions.
Now let's go to the UI UX track. The best
When
graduating
I
student in the UI UX track is Ogbere Kare Ogene Tejiri. Hello, Tejiri. A
Hi.
student with the first.
Thank
Congratulations.
you so much.
Okay, okay,
You've done
okay.
so
So I
well.
was telling TJ that she's not going to be the person, and she dared me that she's going to be the person. So I mean, this is amazing. Congratulations, TJ. It's not really easy, like juggling a full-time role
and and still graduating as the best. I mean, this is really, really, really amazing. I'm so proud of her. I know
Thank,
Peace will also be proud. Is Peace here?
thank you so much.
Awesome, awesome. Congratulations.
Congratulations. The last but not the least, product
Fall
manager.
down. I have to
Product
pick
managers, are you
myself
here?
back up. And when I fall
Let's
down,
start from PM Pro.
I have to pick myself
The best
back up.
graduating student
And
in
when I
PM Pro
fall
is
down,
Thelma Linda
I have
Vincent.
to pick myself back up.
Thelma Linda Vincent. Chama, are you here? Since she's not here. Congratulations, Chama. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Wow. And to the PM starters, yours is on hold because in your project, you guys didn't really follow some of you anyway, didn't really follow the instructions that was given. So we are still trying to sort some things out. So we can't possibly select the best graduating students, right? So, but we get to receive that, and all the best graduating students will have a badge from our tech trail. Now let's go to overall graduating students.
What of PM Pro?
Overall,
Haven't announced PM Pro.
I have.
Oh, okay.
I just yeah. Now these cohorts, we are getting 3 overall best, starting from number 3, number 2, and then number 1, right? So the overall best graduating students for cohort 12, that's number 3, get it right, is Ugu Chiamaka from Web Development Pro with an average of 97.8. That's so wonderful. Please, let's give it up to her. Then the second best graduating student overall is Ogene Tejiri from UI/US track with an average of 98.1. Wow. And then the best of the best of the best of the best of the best is Fumilayo Wealth Adeyemi from Data Analytics Pro with an average of 99.4. Wow. Some people dey vex oo. Some people they no gree. They no gree. Fumilayo, are you here now?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Yeah, congratulations. The overall of the overall of the overall.
Thank you.
Congratulations. You did
Thank
so
you so
well.
much.
I fall right down.
Celebrate you
I have to pick myself up.
and every other student as well. Celebrate you all.
For the champions,
For putting
for
your
the
best and
champions.
is well recognized.
Stand
Well
up
done. Well
for the
done. Well done. Well
champions,
done.
for the
Well done. All right, Tejiri, the
Okay.
floor is yours.
Okay, before Pedro comes up, I really want to say big congratulations to everybody. Trust me, I mean, this is always very competitive, selecting the best, like the overall best. I mean, it's not easy. A lot of you here are moms, a lot of you here are students, a lot of you here you do other jobs, other things, but I mean, it's not easy coming out the best from hundreds of people. When I was teasing TJ, I knew that there is a high chance of her coming out the best, right? I was just teasing her. She's a very intelligent person. I think yeah, she graduated with the first class, in a university in Ghana. So I'm not really surprised that she graduated the best in her track. So, but what I'm trying to say is this is just a milestone that you've covered, and the things that you're yet to experience in this tech space, this is just the beginning. And this is also to tell all of you that probably you didn't come out the best, the future holds amazing things for you. For the fact that you stayed till the end, and you basically did your project. Some people that started with they've dropped, right? So for the fact that you stay to the end, that also shows a lot of commitment level, a high staying power. And these are the things that your potential employers are basically looking out for. You don't need to have superpowers per se. It's just your ability to stay like have a great staying power, do things till the end, start something and finish it, right? That's basically what most companies are looking for. Someone that will not run away when there is a hit. Maybe there's some there's a problem, there's a pressure, you're not running away. That's not what people are looking for, right? So this is something that is a great success metric. Is a great key signal for you to have till to the point. I mean, till the end. That's like a great thing. And I really want to say congratulations to all of you, whether you're the overall best, the best, and everybody here who stayed till the end. Congratulations to all of you. Good things are coming your way. Amazing things, amazing opportunities are coming your way. Right. So I'm handing over to TJ now.
Once again, congratulations to all of us. We did amazing. I'm so proud of everyone that graduated. It wasn't an easy feat. So, congratulations. We would love to see more of you in the community. I know some people already signed up for Cohort 13 and they are continuing the journey. We would love to keep having you. We would love to connect with you. So, don't go anywhere. Before we round up this graduation ceremony, I'm going to be calling Gloria and she's going to share some other things. I already shared the X space. Don't miss out on that. And Gloria is going to be sharing some other things that we have coming up and that will benefit everyone. So, Gloria, if you're ready.
Yeah, thank you, TJ. So the time is far spent. I'm just going to be as fast as possible. So we are now officially Architecture alumni, and yeah, congratulations. I know some of you have done like your third, your fourth cohort, right? If this is like if you've stayed here for more than one cohort, like just say hi, just let me see your energy, right? I know some of you do come back, second cohort, third cohort, fourth cohort, amazing. I'm seeing some of your highs already. So you are now once you have graduated from at least one track, you are now an alumni, and we want to start something amazing, an alumni series very soon. We already have the alumni community on Slack, but we want to start a series with the alumni where we are going to give you a platform where you get to showcase what you can do and how you can also work with upcoming ladies, to get more ladies into the tech space. So that information will be passed soon, but what I want you to do now is to take it seriously. When it is passed, please be sure to fill the form. I want everyone here to be part of that series. It's going to be an amazing series. Some of our alumni are not in Nigeria. Some of you are in Canada. Some of you are in UK. Some of you are in the US. Some of you are in Ghana, Kenya. So we have like an amazing network of alumni women in this architecture. So we want to do something amazing. Something I told you guys that this thing is beyond the money, right? You're gonna get the money. Some of you are already making the money. I think last month or thereabout, I saw someone who was traveling out. I think she posted it on LinkedIn. She actually graduated from her tech trail and she got a job and she was traveling out. So the money will always come. But one thing I'm gonna be saying is ensure that you're making impacts beyond the money. Right, because believe me, there are people who make money, but nobody knows them. Nobody knows them for any impactful thing. So we want this to be beyond the money. We want this to be a positive movement, and that's why we want to work with you guys, the alumni, to make this happen. So just wait for the link, and also we also have like for some of you who want to or get in touch with our career services where you get to optimize your LinkedIn profile, do some interview preps. We are going to be holding a career series very soon. So also keep in touch. Now, if you would want to, intern for organizations, some of these roles are paid. If you want to intern for organizations, some of them are not paid. Remember I told you your first row might not be paid, right? Some of them are paid, some of them might not be paid. So if you want to be an intern, in organizations, the organizations that normally reach out to us, that they want to get interns. So I would like you to fill out this form. So I'm going to be sharing it on the chat pretty soon. Just give me a minute. And also, if you want to, now, a lot of you, especially the people in cohort 13, you always ask us, can you do more than one track? Now, the thing is, it might be difficult for you to do, because most of the tracks in the cohort-based program, they are, active and, full-time tracks where you have to always attend classes. Now, if you want to like comfortably do 2 tracks, one way to easily achieve that is doing one from the cohort and doing one from the accelerator program. So the accelerator program is a fast way for you to get in touch with a particular track. For example, we have like social media marketing, and it's just 1 month. So you can be doing, a track in the cohort-based program and be doing one in the accelerator program. The good thing is not a live class, right? So while you attend the other one, the live class, you can always, sign up for this one. So the application is not yet open, but we are opening it up now because of you. So if you're interested, you can fill the accelerator, program application form, right? So I think this is all the announcements we have for now. More announcements will be coming, but please don't say you're done. You can never be done, right? I belong to communities where I pay monthly fees just to stay active in the network because I want to be in the network, right? Now, we are giving you similar things because we know that some of you are not working. We are giving you similar things, but for free, right? So stay active in the community. We have a lot of women who have gotten jobs just by staying active in the community, right? Who have gotten connections, projects that they can work on. So stay active in the community. We also have a job board. We have a partnership with a US company, Propel, where they give us they bring out jobs every now and then. And I think Mariam got her job from that job board, right? So stay active and always look out for such opportunities. It is in the opportunities channel on Slack. So stay active. That's the only way you can benefit. And I want to see all of you in the X space. We want to have one of the people that is speaking in the X space is our alumni. So one is a situation where if we are holding, programs, we don't need to go and start inviting outsiders. We can work with you guys, the alumni. We can work with you to come be speakers. It can be our guests, right? So we don't always have to go invite other people while we have you here. So be active in the alumni community, and there's a whole lot of things that are going to be coming up. And we also have our volunteers program, which is I'm not going to be sharing that now, but our community leader Oluwa Pelumi, she's going to be sharing that soon. So you can get all this information just by staying active in the community. So that will be all for now. Because of time, I'm going to be stopping here. Congratulations once again. Congratulations, big congratulations to all of you. And I know that I'm not going to say big things are coming your way because I already know that big things are already in your way, right? So just open your hands big and grasp them. So this is all for now from me, and thank you. TJ, over to you.
Okay, amazing. We've come to the end of this program. Thank you everyone for joining, and once again, congratulations to all the graduates. Don't forget to share your success on LinkedIn, on any social media platform. Tag us at Tech Trail. We'd love to celebrate with you, and do have a lovely rest of the day or evening, depending on where you are. Good.
Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions.
Okay, someone is asking about certificates. So normally, once you graduate, your certificates will start dropping 2 weeks after the graduation. So 2 weeks from now is still this month. So start expecting your certificates from then. Yeah. So far you've met the criteria. Definitely, you're going to get the certificates, and your certificates are verifiable. You already know that, right? Globally verifiable. So that's one of the best things, about our tech trio. Our certificates are verifiable. So yeah, hope I answered that question.
For the champions, stand up. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, stand up.